This is Lola Lee T. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So Karlissa was on Instagram Live talking about Blueface's court date on July 30th. That was rescheduled for August the 6th. Apparently, there were some ladies at the courthouse who were actually Chrisean supporters, and she's saying they were there to do interviews. And she's not happy that she spoke with them. She actually regrets it. But here is the real tea. Karlissa is mad because they did an interview with a blogger that she's not on good terms with. And according to Karlissa, one of the ladies said during the interview that Karlissa is disingenuous, that she was an actress, that she should have got an Oscar because Karlissa tricked her in their dialogue, which was at the courthouse. And those statements are what really bothered Karlissa. Karlissa went on to say that she gave them their respect. They should have given her the same respect. And she seemingly said that they were not honest with their intentions. She said it's a dirty game out here. Can't trust anybody. Nobody is genuine. She thought they were decent people until they turned on her and did an interview. Karlissa said she's going to post all the things the lady said about Chrisean on her show Seot or Sixot. Apparently, they were speaking on Chrisean being allegedly evicted, and they took some of her belongings that were put in the yard, apparently. Karlissa is saying she gave her phone number to one of the ladies. So she's saying that because she gave her phone number to one of these ladies, that lady did not need to do an interview. She said that the lady neglected to tell the audience why she gave her number in the first place. And she's kind of feeling like they should have defended her during that interview because I guess people were saying things about her. And all in all, Karlissa feels betrayed. That's what it's coming off as. That's what I'm getting from it. Anyway, listen to this.
I'm trying to see if I see the ladies who assumed that I knew they was in here telling me to add them to my live yesterday, who just went and did a whole interview talking about some shit I don't even know what they talking about. Please don't flatter yourself, you guys. Please stop flattering yourself. People don't sit around acting and trying to make y'all happy in a personal life. The lady got on here yesterday and said that I talked to at the courtroom, like she was the only person I talked to at the courtroom. I'm Blueface Mama. You know how many people I talk to a day when I go places? So to assume if I say I talk to this person or that person, if I don't say no name. Yeah, the ladies at court that got up and did a whole interview. I hope y'all at least making some money with them people when y'all jump on there telling them different stories and letting them manipulate y'all into saying some bullshit. Oh, I'm an actress. I'm not a genuine person in real life. Do you think I give a married motherfucker? Like, I have so much stuff going on that I really hope these people are paying y'all. I hope they paying y'all well to get on there and let them distort everything that you say. Now, I thought these ladies, that particular ladies, was two very genuine ladies. I had no idea that they were set up to do interviews. I wasn't referring to them on my live yesterday. I was referring to two other ladies. I talked to 3 sets of 2 ladies yesterday. And you guys can see that on my camera. And you can also see exactly what those ladies had to say as well. They gossipers, they getting on airplane rides to go and gossip and do interviews about other people's business, and then will turn around and say, well, I thought she was being genuine. I'm a good judge of character. You got on an airplane, ma'am. You went to Chrisean's house. You said all her belongings was on the front yard, and you're so concerned about my grandchild, and you're so concerned about this family that you got on an airplane away from your own family, brought your husband, came to court, did all this stuff, talked to me and my dad. I really honestly thought that was genuine. Had no idea they had interviews set up. Here I am on my live yesterday talking about 2 other ladies that I told my dad not to talk to, and she assumed that I was talking about her. Took that on the interview and twisted up my whole shit. And this is exactly why all the young kids, all of our kids that are in this situation are getting all this misconstrued information for the last 3 years. This is why nobody can't stand each other. But God's got some special things coming for each person who diluted this knowingly. That lady talking about, she got on a live talking about, I saw her on my live and she was calling me while I was on my live. Lady, I never stored your number in my phone. Why am I just going to store your name and number in my phone? You know how many people I meet a day? I didn't store your name in my phone. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. We had some dialogue yesterday while time was passing by waiting for court. I talked to 2 or 3 other women who would not say the same thing that you got on your interview. I probably thought they was the tabloids and you was the damn tabloids. You guys had interviews set up with them people to talk shit. Either way it went. Then she gets on that thing and says, well, I was trying to talk to her on her live while she was on her live. How in the fuck am I supposed to know who you are talking to me on my live? Do it look like I can talk to any one of these people and know who they are? My mama could be in here right now and I wouldn't fucking know. Then she said she got on the phone. She called me. She calling me while I'm on live. Do y'all know how many people call me while I'm on live? Y'all see my phone blinking when I'm on live? I mean, come on. Like, use some common sense. I know everybody wants, my family to be all about them. Lady, I wouldn't know you again if I saw you. I wouldn't know you from a can of paint if you called me. So to say that you was on my live trying to get me to add you to my live, I was trying to get her to add me to her live, but she was clicking and ignoring. Yes, I'm clicking and ignoring every time. I don't even look to see if it's one of my own family members if I'm on live. If you on live, how you just ignoring so that it don't end the whole live. That's weirdo stalker behavior. And I tried to tell my dad. But I was like, okay, they seem like genuine person. What woman is going to bring her husband all the way down to the courthouse to be disingenuine? The lady had whole interviews set up. And then they got on the interviews and said, oh, well, I thought she was a genuine person. I felt like she was genuine. But turns out you're right. Maybe she's an actress. Y'all want me to, y'all giving me way too much credit. Okay, talking about I should get an Oscar. These is my real children, my real family that I really raised, that I really didn't run out and was on drugs and left them somewhere. When my son was in prison, do you know what it took me to go to a motherfucking prison visit? Like, I'm not no actress. And when I do clock in to do some acting, I'm going to get paid for it. I'm not finna get on here and act for y'all. This is my Instagram. This is my personal Instagram. I didn't even fix it yet. I just got it out the mail and threw it on for y'all. I just did my walk again. So I just threw it on for you, baby. I just took it out the paper and threw it on. I need to do a commercial for them. If you thought I had did something to it, I didn't. Drugs is the worst thing about parenting. Drugs and alcohol is the worst fucking thing about parenting because you're not in your right frame of mind. You don't remember shit. You don't know what's going on. And you're not really mentally or physically there. So yes, you dumbass motherfucker, drugs is the worst thing about parenting. If you a sober motherfucker that can raise 3 kids and stay in their life the entire fucking time until they get rich like you planned for them to do, bitch, you did your job. Everything outside of that is somebody else's business, not mine. I don't give a fuck about no narcissistic parenting, bitch. Whatever you got to do to stay sane and not throw your kids away, give them away, leave them on the doorstep at somebody else's house. Bitch, you did your job, okay? Stop letting these people dictate whether you should put them in a corner on a timeout if you did your job or not. Bitch, you know you did your job. If them motherfuckers got 3 high school diplomas, bitch, you did your job, okay? You got them through the whole curriculum system, okay? You did your motherfucking job. They're done. They are acclimated to go out and get a goddamn job, and that's all they need to be able to do. I don't know who did it. The lady had the nerve to send me the interview just now talking about maybe I wasn't who I said I was. You had one fucking conversation with me. You shouldn't have even judged that one conversation. That one conversation shouldn't have been able, you shouldn't have been able to tell if I was real or fake. You shouldn't have been able to determine that in one conversation. And then you definitely shouldn't have been able to let somebody else change your mind about what your spirit told you about me. You came, you got what you got, you came for. You asked me, you text me and you said, could you please not put my face on your show? I text my videographer and said, she don't want her face on the show. It wasn't no back and forth about it. It was immediate. I gave you your respect. You should have gave me mine. If you was down there to get an interview, you should have just said that. How you gonna come get an interview about me, but then don't want me to put out what you say? You don't want me to tell them that you said ChriseanRock got evicted and you went and picked all her shit up off the front yard, and you probably kept it all. So, it's a dirty game out here. You can't trust nobody. Nobody's genuine. I wouldn't have dared said y'all was genuine. I said I thought y'all were decent people. But I should have thought about it. A whole husband and a wife coming down here. Hell, my husband ain't even down here. And it's his stepson that he fucking helped me get through last couple of years of high school. But I hope you got what you came for. I hope it's going to do whatever you needed to do. I don't know nothing about the eviction. The ladies said they went to her house and all her shit was on the front yard, the baby's toys and clothes, and that was her report for the day. So she didn't put that part out on the interview though. She only put the part on the interview about me. She ain't put on the interview all the stuff that she told me. But that's okay, because I was recording just like you was. You was able to remember your shit. I had to push record on mine. And I will post that on 6eye. And I will respect your wishes and blur you out since you threw a picture of me up there and then said everything I said. Then got on there and said I should get an Oscar or an Emmy for having a conversation with you. Yeah, tell me don't blur my face out or don't put our face on there. But you get on there with a big ass picture of me and do a full-blown interview word for word what I said. Then let somebody convince you that I should get an Oscar for our conversation. We had a conversation. I told you how I felt. I don't have to fucking pretend. These are my kids. However I feel is how I feel. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. And if y'all don't like it, that's too fucking bad. Do better in your family. Okay, when your kids graduate and drop out of college after you get them through high school and get your son all the way home from prison, pay $60,000 for lawyers, and you go to every court date and you go to every basketball game and every football game and the practices, and you get your kids and you manipulate how the things are gonna go in their life, and you focus and you get it done. Bitch, then you let us know how your shit turned out. When your kids get rich and maybe they can handle it or maybe they can't, you let us know. I would love to see how you handle your kids that you spent tens of thousands of dollars a year on education and tutors and getting them through the NCAA and attorneys and jumping on airplanes because your son and got in a fight in the jail and you jumping on an airplane to go see if he's straight. Anything that I'm doing for John, I already did for Dre. It ain't because he famous. It ain't because he got money. I don't give a fuck. We already knew this money was going to be here when he was 5 years old. We've been spending money a lot of years, okay? This just new to y'all. Ain't none of this new to me. I don't know who they is. She on the interview, she said she wasn't no blogger, but she got a blog page. The other girl said she was just there for support for I don't even know who, whether it was whose side she was on. I couldn't tell you. She did a whole interview. And if you post the interview people in here to help support that bullshit, I will block you and never unblock you again. Let them go find that shit on their own. I don't know. I just know what we talked about. The lady didn't put everything on the interview, and I couldn't figure out why she didn't put it on the interview. But it's okay because I recorded and I didn't miss nothing.
So here is the interview that Karlissa's talking about. It's on Blue Rock TTV's YouTube channel. I'm going to link it for you guys in my description so you guys can go watch this interview after you watch this video so that you guys will have an understanding of what has upset Karlissa.
And me and my dad talked to 2, 3, 4 sets of people. Like, my dad is just open to dialogue. I tried to tell them, don't be talking to this person or that person. I got on live yesterday. She assumed that she had priority in my life. Bitch, I just met you yesterday. I don't give a fuck about you or none of that shit that you was talking about. We had a conversation while we were waiting. I'm not about to be like, oh my gosh, she's so genuine. Like, I don't know. I wasn't there to judge you if you was genuine or not. I wasn't there to judge you if you was a tabloid or not. She spoke very highly of my father because my father has priority in a system that will shut her and her husband down, and my dad will sue her. And she knows I'm okay with her doing this to me. That's why she's saying that to my dad, because my dad let her know. And everybody that was there before he left, when you put his name on something that don't sound like him, you will pay for it. I make money off of you talking shit about my name. My dad don't play about his name. So that's why she took into consideration to say nice things about my dad. Me and her never had anything to say to each other where she would have anything negative to say about either one of us. She shouldn't have had nothing negative to say about either one of us. We had regular, basic dialogue. She asked me a few questions. Since my dad was talking to her, I didn't want to be rude. But for her to get on there and say, yeah, she should, she switched everything up on her live. Girl, I wasn't talking about you. I don't know you. She got on here and lied and said that I twisted up when I got on my live. I twisted up what she said. And I was talking about her being a blogger and a tabloid, and I wasn't. I talked to a few people from court yesterday, a few different sets of people. I talked to TMZ. I'm Blue's mom. I'm Callie's mom. The people talk to me all the time about my kids. They've been talking to me about my kids since they was little. So when I got on my live yesterday, she assumed that I was speaking about her when I wasn't. And made that about the whole interview and put a whole twist on it. Yeah, she got on her live talking about us and twisted up what we said. I wasn't talking about her. They wanted me to know that they weren't bloggers. I wasn't calling them bloggers. I wasn't talking about them being bloggers. She had my phone number. She didn't need to get on no interview or do no live or none of that shit. She could have waited till I got off live and asked me, were you speaking about me and my friend? And I would have told her, no, ma'am. She didn't need to go do no whole interview after she talked to me, talking about just agreeing with the naysayers. Like, girl, they said you was a great person to love your family. And then they also agreed with the naysayers, talking about everything was fake. She probably was just sitting here getting her Oscar award. Girl, don't try to get on here and finesse me. I don't give a fuck about you, them, and nobody else. All I give a fuck about is Blue, Callie, and Dre and their kids, okay? That's it. So don't try to get on here and finesse me talking about what she said. I heard what she said, and that shit get all twisted up. And she could have said, no, I genuinely thought. No, she got on there talking about, yeah, she got on her live and she was definitely talking about us. You don't know who I was talking about, and you have my phone number. I don't never give my phone number out. I gave this lady my phone number. So why would I be talking about you if you got my phone number? I listened to the whole entire thing. I listened to the lady say I should get an Oscar, and she switched it up on us. She brought up the live. Why are you bringing up the live? Don't try to get on here and finesse me. I know that's probably you or somebody from your team, and that's cool. That's absolutely okay. I gave her my number because she said she was going to visit Chrisean at the jail and wanted to let me know if something needed to go down with the baby. That she was maybe a friend or a family member, and she was going to go visit Chrisean at jail. I gave her my number and said, let her know this is still my number. If somebody needs me to go do anything. I didn't hear her say that in the motherfucking interview. I didn't hear her say why she got my phone number. Did y'all hear her say why she got my phone number? Yep, they tried to manipulate you. Yes, ma'am, I know. But did she tell y'all why she got my phone number out of me? She ain't say that in the interview. Oh, yeah, I got her phone. She just jumped on there and said, oh, yeah, I was calling her the whole time during the interview while she was on the live. I was trying to call her, and she kept sending me to voicemail. I was calling her. Why you didn't tell them in the interview why you got my phone number? Tell them why you got my phone number. Because you said you was going to visit Chrisean and check on Junior because all the stuff was outside. And I said, let her know if she needs me to do anything concerning my grandson. Did y'all hear her say any of that in the interview? Where them motherfuckers go that was in here trying to help manipulate the situation? Did y'all hear how she got my phone number in the interview? I didn't hear nothing about that. You think I just walked around and gave two black ladies that just flew in from out of nowhere, just at court, hanging out for strangers, my phone number? I didn't hear nobody say how you got my phone number. Got my phone number because I said, since you going down there, you got a visit scheduled. Please let her know X, Y, and Z if I need to go pull up and get my baby, whatever. They ain't gonna never tell y'all that part. I don't think I heard her say that at all. But that's okay, because that's why I take the cameras everywhere. That's the whole point. That's the only thing she should have been saying on that whole interview is that lady gave me her phone number and told me to let her know after I, talked to Chrisean that she was willing to do X, Y, and Z. They don't never tell y'all that part. They don't never tell y'all that part. They are all invested in this and they have to keep a juicy narrative going. All I got to do is just sit here and keep telling the truth. Just like they tried to say, oh, I called the cops on Chrisean and I just happened to be there that day. No, I just happened to get an invite that day. I didn't know a fucking thing about what time or what day court was, rescheduled or not scheduled. I had to reach out to my son's team and ask them, did the court date get changed? My dad flew all the way out here. If I knew, why the fuck would my dad fly all the way out here if I knew what was going on with the court date? Thank you, girl. I just took it out the box right now and threw it on. I just got done doing my walk again with my dad. I didn't hear anybody in that interview say how that lady got my phone number. Tell the people how you got my phone number. That's where you should have started, and you should have stayed there and left it there. Why am I going to give you my personal phone number and let you call me a stranger unless it's regarding one of my kids or my grandkids?
Yeah, that is a little strange that Karlissa would give a random stranger her phone number. I mean, I don't give random people my phone number. I'm very protective of my phone number. So I do believe that Karlissa gave the phone number for a reason. And she's explaining that reason in this video here.
You didn't know Karlissa had a daddy? You thought a woman this strong. You thought a woman moving all these mountains. You thought a woman that been married 3 times. You thought a kept woman didn't have no daddy? Girl, you tripping. Women like me got daddies. You will know. Did a whole interview. Not one time did she say, I got the lady's phone number because she said X, Y, and Z. You just got on there talking about you was calling me like we just cool when you got my phone number. Girl, I gave you my phone number for one thing and one thing only. For emergency for my grandson. Because obviously you knew what was going on with the court date. You was there with me. And you said you went by Chrisean's house. And you said you was going to visit her at jail. And what I tell you to tell her at jail, I bet you ain't going to tell her that neither. I'll tell her myself, though. They didn't talk bad about me, but they got on there and they misled, just like everybody been doing this whole time. If you mislead the conversation and don't stand on what you said and what was happening there, you're part of the problem. It don't matter if you sitting there saying, oh, X, Y, and Z, and then somebody say, well, she was just being an actress. And then you say, well, yeah, she was just being an actress because she got on her live and was talking about me. I kind of felt like it was genuine, but you right. She an actress. She should get an Oscar. Girl, don't play with me. I'm going to say this one more time. Y'all talking about my grandkids or talking about my kids. Y'all been talking about my kids since my son was throwing interceptions at 5 years old. This is a motherfucking true story right here. Blue is like 5, maybe to 8 years old. He threw an interception and one of the fucking parents in the back of me said, get that fucking kid out of there. He's rotten. He sucks. This what y'all been saying about my kids since they was 5 years old. And y'all talking about my kids like this motivates them, inspires them, had made him the only one on his team. That man's son didn't get no scholarship. Okay? So y'all talking about my kids, thank you. Keep it up. Keep doing the good work. If y'all talking about Junior, whether it's good or bad or whatever y'all saying, do y'all honestly think? I got that they were fans of Blue and Chrisean. I did get that they were fans. However, they were much older, so I thought it was just gonna be just like neutral dialogue. And it wasn't that they said, oh, you know, anything bad about me. It was the fact that they agreed when somebody said that I was being disingenuous during a conversation that they had. Those other people wasn't there. So why did you join along with the people that you're doing the interview for? Is giving you was getting paid to agree with their bullshit. And don't fake me out like that. Because they thought you were talking about them, but she had my phone number. She had my phone number, so she's not paid to think. That's obvious. Okay? She's not paid to think. She had my phone number. So that would have been okay if she would have said, then she had the nerve to text me the interview because she knew that was fucked up. She texted me the interview so I could go listen to it. And I told her, I said, I wasn't talking about you though. So you went on there and let somebody float your boat and float my boat some more after I genuinely talked to you, gave you my phone number? She called you and you declined. I was on live. If somebody calls me right now and I'm in the middle of a live, why am I going to answer their phone call? I did not store her number in my phone. I don't know these people. So what makes you think that I'm going to end my live to fucking talk to you? The only person I'm ending my live to talk to is one of my kids or my man. If I'm in the middle of dialogue, in the middle of a conversation, getting something off my chest, why in the hell am I going to end a call to talk to a stranger? That made no sense at all. She didn't call me when I got off the live. She didn't call and say, hey, were you speaking about me? Were you talking about me? She didn't call me when I got off my live. She wanted to be added to my live. She wanted me to go in here and find her and add her to my live. That's what the text message said when I got off my live. It said, can you add Jazzy to the live? I will post the text messages. She said, can you add Jazzy to the live? No, I'm not about to add somebody to my live that I don't know like that. So what did you want me to add her to my live for? If you knew you had a whole interview set up. Yes, I thought they were cool people at first. I don't know who Jazzy is. I guess she was the other lady doing the interview with her. She said that I was disingenuous and that I was an actress that should have got an Oscar because I tricked her in our dialogue yesterday. That's what she said on the interview. And led 90,000 people to think that I'm not who I say I am in that conversation that we had yesterday. It was miscommunication, so why can you end at that? No, it wasn't. I can end when this lady get on here and say, you know what? I should have said during that interview that the only reason I got your phone number, you're right, is because you said if my grandson need me to pull up and pick him up, that's why you gave me the phone number. That's when we can end it. That's when the miscommunication can end. Not when you saying I should have got an Oscar, I was fake and phony yesterday, but my dad was genuine and I was fake and phony yesterday. That's not okay. We didn't have that type of conversation. She didn't pay me to act yesterday, so what am I going to act for? She said, I am a good actress and I probably was acting yesterday. Girl, don't make me block you. You need to go look again. That was very misinformation. She said my dad was genuine. What she should have said was, Karlissa, I'm doing an interview with such and such tomorrow, and that's why I'm talking to you and your dad, so that I can go back and report everything that you say. That's what she should have said. Which is why they told you they was going to go see Rock. That's what she said. She said she had a scheduled appointment to go visit her. And since I thought we had heartfelt dialogue, I thought I could give her my phone number to let her know if there was any type of emergencies, or she is comfortable with me going to get the baby, that I would. She didn't tell that part, though. In none of the interview did the most important part ever come out as to why she got my phone number. They did the interview because Jaden fans said they were being rude. I don't care if she could have did a whole interview without talking about me then, because I wasn't being rude to her. I did hear the jazzy lady. I'm not referring to the light-skinned lady. I'm referring to the dark-skinned lady the one I gave my phone number to, the one that was calling me while I was on my live yesterday, talking about add Jazzy to my live. I don't know y'all. Why am I going to add y'all to my live?
So we hear Karlissa throwing around the name Jazzy in this Instagram live, but Karlissa did take to her Instagram live yesterday to apologize. So this is the apology. She said, "To the Jazzy girl, I apologize for throwing you in as one of the other ladies that was with you. Thanks." And then I'm just going to play you guys a snippet of what Karlissa played on her post here. But of course, please go on over to Blue Rock TTV's YouTube channel to watch the full interview.
I'm telling you. But hold on, Jazzy. She did all of that with you guys at the courthouse. And then when I saw her on live today, she called you the tabloids.
Yes.
She called you bloggers. She called you T pages. She would not, she ignored your multiple requests to come up.
Yes.
So my thing is, as quickly as she can turn it off, you know, she can turn it off. She can turn it on. So just, you know, we would all love to see that side of Karlissa that you got to see, you know, for that time being. Did you guys have did you ever ask her, why did she say the things that she has said about Junior, the grandson that she says she wants to be a part of his life?
Can I say what I asked her? I said, well, let me tell you what I asked her. I said, I just want to be straight up with you. Why don't you shut these pages down when they talk about Junior? She told me he stays relevant when they keep talking, but when they stop is when we should worry. Then I said, if it was...
It's just really sad because I'm learning, like, in the last 3 or 4 years that people are taking bits and pieces out of every conversation and not really giving a fuck about the most important parts, but just trying to keep stuff going. I didn't say anything that could have been even thought of to be I've said the same thing the entire time. I have never denied that I would step up and help if that's what she wanted me to do. I've never not said that. Junior is most important. All of the children are most important. All of John's kids are most important. My dad just told me about grandparent rights, that it's true and it's real, that I could actually be visiting my kids and not having to kiss nobody's ass to see them. So I probably will. I probably will. I was there. You would have taken him if you were allowed to, but Pops was told by Chrisean for the baby to go with Marsh. Well, I sure hope you put that out if you was there, because it didn't seem like everybody knew exactly what was said, and it seemed like neither one of us wanted to take the baby. Y'all told me about grandparent rights before, but I looked it up and it didn't give me a lot of detail, but my dad has some more information on it, that I really don't have to be kissing none of these baby mamas or none of their weird ass kids. None of my weird ass kids asked to see my grandkids. I didn't know that was, a real thing, but I might look into it. You don't need permission if you go file for grandparent rights if the baby is even with Blue. By law, Karlissa could not take the baby if Rock did not say Karlissa could take the baby. I wouldn't try to take her baby if she didn't want me to. That's just disrespectful. Because if somebody took my baby and I didn't want them to, it will be a problem. Yes, I am the very next of kin. There's an article about the baby in foster care. Well, according to my son's team, he is not in foster care and he is where his mother wants him to be. And I'm not going to say nothing for y'all to start calling child, whatever y'all, them people that y'all be calling to mess up what he got going on now. So she don't need permission. She can petition through the court and get him because the parents locked up. That's right. Blue's kids are important too, not just Junior. Exactly. Well, Jaden must have got the memo that the court date was changed before I got the memo. And no, she didn't tell me because she wasn't there. Wack was on Vlad and spoke for you and said Rock never allowed you to be in Junior's life, so you had no choice, but the grandpa was around Junior and it was him, and that didn't want Junior. Okay, yeah, because he definitely knew that I called and said to him and my son's team, do I need to go pick the baby up? Remove the girl with all the eyeballs. See, y'all be thinking I could see what y'all see. Right now, I could literally see what 4 people is saying. I don't know if my phone is not updated or how y'all be seeing all this stuff that I don't see. But I literally right now could see Mimi, 28, 348. I could see Blondie. I could see Tap In, the writer. And I could see DMO Lasting. That's all I could see. Now, if I scroll up some more, DMO is still there, Mommy Life, and Christy Mercer. So even when this lady is saying she was in here harassing me, I can't see y'all. It's 371 million people on this live. She said, you not fit to be the grandma. There you go. So y'all know what she said. I don't know what she said. She said I wasn't fit to be the grandma. There you go. That's her child, and wherever she want her child to be, everybody needs to respect that. She said she got a paternity test. Was that fake too? I really hope and pray you're able to have all your grandkids with you together at the same time. Like I did last summer. Remember before all this bullshit went down, they was all here having a great fucking summer. Yeah, a lot of people do be lying. And then I guess maybe they got to set up they storyline so it makes it interesting. I get that. I'm in TV. I understand that. But don't sit and talk to me and then go back on what we talked about. I gave you my phone number. That means like I gave you my word. Rock didn't say that. Stop listening to them. Those ladies on live talking you. Manifest, that's cool too. I'm reading literally what I could see so y'all can know. Karlissa, my mom went to court for grandparent rights for my sister kids, and court awarded 2 weekend a month. Well, thank you. What state is that? Don't let nobody get you down. It only got me down because I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, how the hell did this get twisted up that I was ignoring her on purpose and like I'm playing games, like I'm ignoring her calls. It was like a 510 number on my screen. Like, why am I gonna, that could be a bill collector, girl. I ain't paid everybody yet. I still owe some folks. I be dodging the bill collectors too. That's what they do. They make up bullshit. Well, they didn't seem like that was their agenda, so. And like I said, we talked to 2 sets of women. The first set of women was a mother. I'm going to tell y'all, and y'all can watch it on TikTok because I'm getting ready to post it. It was a mother and a daughter-in-law, and they were fans of my son. Her son was there, and they was going to visit her son in court. So the little boy came out crying, and I held her baby and talked to her baby. Whispered a little couple somethings in his ear because he was crying because he couldn't go home with his dad couldn't go home with him, and all I could see was Javon in there crying. So, you know, naturally as a grandma, you felt some type of way. We had a moment with them. I don't know if they was recording. I don't know. I had my camera crew. I don't know what they was talking about, but she started talking about, you know, her problems with her baby daddy and how it reflected on how it was similar to John and Jaden's and Chrisean's and, you know, the whole circle. So it's lots of people when I'm sitting there waiting in court that have stuff that they want to say because they might be going through certain situations. And I'm not the rude bitch that's about to be like, back up, don't talk to me. So I talked to a couple sets, one that I thought was for sure bloggers or tabloid people. That was kind of loud and aggressive. And it wasn't the ladies that they thought I was talking about. These other 2 girls that I was talking to was, a little bit more aggressive. And I felt like maybe they was bloggers or tabloid people. I don't know who, if you doing interviews and you got stuff on your page about Blue and Chrisean, you're a blogger to me. I'm sorry. That's blogging. That's blogging information. The one lady on the interview admitted to having pictures of Chrisean and my son, who I'm pretty sure she's probably never met. She has it on her page, and the lady that was saying that she was calling me, she has them on her page. That's blogging. What else do you think? She doesn't know them, so what the fuck is she doing if she's not blogging? She's a blogger. She's a concerned blogger that's blogging and fanning. And she has them on her page, and they don't know her. She probably has them on her wall at home, too. Possibly, but I mean, don't tell me that's not a blogger. The other people that was there asking questions, the one little girl had her phone, this is just natural behavior, but it's still blogger behavior to me. I'm going on 52 years old. That's what you call it. To me, if you recording stuff about people you don't know, you're blogging. So where's the lady at that just said they wasn't bloggers? Them is bloggers, ma'am. I'm here to let you know they're bloggers. I'm okay with a clout chaser. She on her game. She trying to make money. She's trying to do business. I don't know. If she clout chasing, that's fine. One of the people said my dad was here clout chasing. One of the people said my dad was here clout chasing. I'm going to say the same thing John said. I came out as nuts. So if he clout chasing off of me or my kids, he deserve all the clout in the world, okay? He can have it. He ain't even got to, what you need. He doesn't need to look like Blue to be his. She a fan page dedicated to Rock and Blue. I wouldn't call that blogging. Ma'am, that's the same thing. Go look it up. She got on the airplane, her and her man and her friend, and came down here and went to the whole court and spent money. That's a blogger and a fan. She didn't do that just for fun. It's crazy to have so much to say about you, Karlissa, and your superstar who cares about, and they just want to manipulate everything. That's why I said, if you was gonna do that, like, don't. She specifically said she called me while I was on live. She never said I was trying to get on the live so we can be on the live. She never said the lady gave me her phone number so that I could call her about Junior. Those are the key points that you were supposed to touch on. But instead, you agreed with some stranger people that continually blog about me, talking about I'm an actress and I'm acting like I like my kids. I'm acting like I love my children. I'm acting like I'm acting. Well, maybe y'all think I should get an Oscar because maybe that's what I've been doing all my life, so it's just coming natural. I mean, I appreciate the compliment. I do. And thank you for manifesting, this Oscar that's getting ready to come. But don't try to make it like I'm faking like I care about my kids. My dad is here from Ohio. I'm getting cussed out because my kids is in court. And I'm doing that because I'm pretending like I want to be an actress and like my kids for clout. That makes a whole lot of fucking sense. I'm giving strangers my phone number, telling them on the low that, she tell her if something come up or something ain't right, I pick the baby up. I'm doing that on the low for clout. Okay, passing out my real phone number to strangers. Strangers. Y'all more mad about the baby than Jaden is. That's what's so crazy. Right, giving my phone number out to strangers. Now, you know the only reason I'm about to give a stranger my phone number is about one of my kids. Because what I want her calling me for? Well, that's really going to fuck them up when I get grandparent rights and I don't really have to talk to them. Thank you, Marlene. They don't just talk about Chrisean's baby. They talk about Jaden's baby, honey. They talk about my baby. They talk about all the babies, honey. They in here talking about Journey's nappy hair. They in here talking about my baby's face. They going in on all the kids, honey. Both sides. If I tell y'all some of the messages that I was walking with Jaden and read from on her Instagram about her baby from some of these people, it was pure insanity. In her stomach, pure insanity. The stuff that they said to Jaden while that baby was in her stomach, pure insanity. Yes, the kids are all innocent. But y'all been talking about them for a long time. All the kids. At some point, everyone needs to let the past go. I love Jaden Rock and through the internet. Degrading him all through the internet. And nobody defends him. Everybody defends all of the kids. I think I see y'all defending all the kids equally, to the point where y'all even talking about the other kids. And they all Blue's kids. That's the sad part. Y'all say y'all love Blue, but then y'all talking about all the kids. This kid and that kid. And they all his kids. What TV name? Oh, Six Ot. I thought I had a fake name out there. Our TV show name is Six Ot. The link is in my Patreon bio. So the tabloid people said you was real nice, Dad, but I was fake and I was phony.
Well, Karlissa, you standing outside with cameras.
And thank God I had the cameras, because imagine if I didn't have the cameras to show exactly what was really said. Now you see why I take them everywhere that I go. Now you see why I take them everywhere I go.
I don't want to argue about it.
I wasn't arguing with you.
Is there any close to connecting with John?
Yes, it's toxic backwards.
Does he look at the blog?
Got a movie script online I would like to show you. Can you DM that to me?
Do the prosecutors look at the blog?
Safe. I'm pretty sure they do. Right.
I'm sure they do. Try other detectives to.
Facts, wishful thinking.
Somebody sitting there looking at that shit all day long like a security guard. Just watch everything. People going to Walmart still.
Thank you, Panda Butt. She said the show is fire. Y'all mad. Y'all mad. They say it isn't. Boys, but rooting for your man. Starting to say. Hey, girl. Can you put in your show? I did not notice any disability when I saw him at the court. He looked perfectly fine, and that was my first time seeing him since I went to the house and visited him. But I can't confirm or disconfirm anything, so I'm not saying that. Are you going to do other projects? Yes, I have a few projects coming up, guys. I'm actually finna do some real TV shows. I got a few projects coming up, and I'll let you guys know all about that on a major interview that I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna save all the juice for the interview. And it looks like we got a second season coming of Auntie's podcast. Thank you, The Scope. It's so sad. His birthday is coming and his mom is in jail. Well, don't count God out, because it's just his birthday is not until September 3rd, and today is what we need to be praying is that John is out before Journey's birthday, because Journey's birthday is on the 5th. So that's what y'all really need to be praying about, is that Journey gets to spend her birthday with her daddy, because her birthday is first. And Javon already missed his birthday with his daddy for the first time ever. So this took a toll, but you guys did your big one promoting it though.
All right, you guys saw the Instagram live. What are your thoughts? Karlissa is feeling betrayed because she feels like these ladies should not have done an interview after she spoke with them. And I think that maybe Karlissa should have made that clear to the ladies, maybe telling them, hey, what we're talking about here is confidential. Please keep it between us. She did say she gave them her phone number, but I mean, like, I'm very protective of my phone number. Why would you give a stranger your phone number? She said it was for a good reason. But again, anybody can say anything. One of the ladies did say that she was going to see Chrisean for a visit. So that is why she gave her phone number. But I mean, anybody can say anything. So maybe it was a little naive on Karlissa's part to just believe anything. And the ladies do have their side of the story. Like I said, they did an interview on Blue Rock TTV and they give their side of the story. I've started to watch the interview. I think I'm maybe 5 or 6 minutes in myself. I'm interested to hear from their perspective. So definitely let me know your thoughts. And thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you got any hot tea for me, message me on Instagram. I love you guys. Bye.